I'm good. Hello, everyone. My name is David Feltzad. I'm the founder and CEO of PanTrek, which is a 7-person startup team. I'm going to try this. It might not work as well on the West Coast as it does on the East Coast, but we'll give it a shot. Can I get a show of hands in the audience who has ever actually traveled by bus from one city to another, whether it's New York to Boston, San Francisco to Los Angeles? So actually pretty well, almost everyone in the room. So PanTrek is a booking engine for the over $15 billion intercity bus travel market in Latin America that has over 2,000 bus companies in the 18 countries in Latin America and sell over 1 billion tickets annually. So the interesting thing is that actually the intercity bus travel market in Latin America is actually 6 times bigger than the airline market when it comes to the number of tickets sold. So it's a huge market. In fact, the Latin American travel market in general is actually over $110 billion. So, and over $110 billion annually. And actually, it's been growing 20% over the past 3 years. So it's booming in Latin America at the moment. So at PanTrek, nope.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Oh, wrong direction. So at the moment, who are we going after? Who are our customers? Well, we're going after tourists, backpackers, young students, young professionals as well, and small business owners and employees. The problem that they have is, well, here they are, their pain points right here. When you're going online, there are no bus specifics available. There's no qualitative research. You can't compare bus companies across different dimensions. There's few places to actually book tickets. There's no international payment options. And it's impossible to combine routes and companies into one transaction like a GDS does at the moment. So we're actually solving all those problems at the moment. And we're basically an OTA, but we're also building out a GDS solution with Amadeus. So we're partnered with them, and they're providing us some technical expertise in that area. So actually, we're going to skip that one for now. So at the moment, our business model is basically we take a commission. So we take anywhere between 6.5% and 10% of the ticket sales. And we actually think we can grow that closer to 15% in the future. We're actually partnered with, we're in talks with about 40 different companies in Colombia and Peru. I forgot to mention that we're actually already live in Colombia, and we have contracts in Peru, and we're planning on launching in the next few months in Peru before expanding out to the rest of Latin America. So as you can see, we have about 40 partnerships. The interesting thing about this market is that of the 2,000 bus companies that I mentioned, only less than 10% of them have any kind of ticketing or reservation software at all. So you're looking at over 90% of the market is dark inventory. It's not online, you can't buy it at the moment. What we're actually looking to do is take our OTA, along with the GDS capabilities we're building in, and create an enterprise solution that we're actually going to have a full vertical stack solution. So which is going to create barriers to entry, and it's going to basically combine the whole market and give us a lot of differentiation. And we think that's actually where a lot of the potential value in this market is controlling the entire full stack solution. Some of the reasons why you might want to invest. We're actually currently raising a seed round.
You talked about a B to C model.
Yep.
Given the way distribution works in Latin America, wouldn't B2B be more interesting?
That's actually why we're also building in the B2B side. So we want to do B2B, essentially B2C we're starting with is we're building out the search engine capabilities through the commission model. But the interesting thing about it is that there really is no underlying infrastructure in Latin America. So you can have another search engine come in and do B2C. And it can be a little bit complicated. So we're actually building the full stack because there are 2 companies in Latin America right now who are B2B, who actually sell like enterprise solutions. They're not very good quality, according to the bus companies we're talking with, and they're very expensive. So by combining the B2C and the B2B into one, we're actually going to do an ancillary model, essentially like the airlines. We're going to offer a low base price for the enterprise solution, maybe like $50 a month is what we're throwing around with our pilot program customers. And then we're going to make most of our money by transitioning them into the online segment where we make our commission. And then we're going to offer also dynamic pricing algorithms, fleet management solutions in the future. I did some of that at Clear Channel Radio with dynamic pricing algorithms and stuff. So that whole full stack is where we really think is the potential.
One of the real problems in Europe is that there's no normalization of stops, of geography.
Correct.
Are you creating normalization?
Yes, we are currently doing the codes. We did it in Colombia. We're going to be doing it in Peru. Essentially trying to basically map out all stops in Latin America to do exactly that.
Sorry, go ahead, Norm.
No, you go ahead.
I'm just trying to figure out how do you actually integrate your ticketing system with these bus companies?
Perfect question, yeah, I did not mention
How do you
that.
actually match supply and demand? When you actually sell a ticket, how do you know there's a seat on that bus? How do you?
So at the moment, we're doing the API integrations. Everything is real time. So as soon as you look into the system, it's like an airline. You'll be able to see what seats are available and what aren't. So it's full real-time integration at the moment directly with the bus companies. That's what most of those ones you saw in there, that's what we're doing. Many also do not have software, which is why we're going to build it to create that to market.
So that's where I'm having the gap, is how, if there's such a big black market
Yep.
where they don't have software, the API is not integrating with anything.
Correct.
You need to provide them the platform. What's the percentages? What percentage of the available bus seats are actually covered by an existing reservation system versus the black market?
So I can give you, for example, in Colombia, where we have a little more interest.
Yeah.
There's over 150 bus companies in Colombia.
Okay.
None, even the top 10 have software.
Okay, so it's mostly black market.
Yeah, mostly black market.
Therefore, it's a little bit of a chicken and egg, is that you really don't have inventory to sell until they adapt your enterprise system. So
Correct.
what's the ramp up? When are you going to actually have enough of a critical mass of people using the enterprise system to have the inventory live?
A great question. So at the moment, we're integrated with 2 bus companies, real time. A third one's coming on this week, and we have another 9 or so.
And how long did that take?
So that's the interesting about Latin America. It's such a slow-moving market, let's put it that way. For example, we did a deal with Expresso Brasilia. They're the second largest in revenue in Colombia. It took us 11 months to sign a contract. So that's actually why we're also looking at the enterprise side, because even when we do have a company like that who has their own system, and it takes us about a month to do an integration. But with the enterprise software, it's going to speed it up to 3 days. And all those other companies, there's so many who have called us and pleaded to have our solution on the market. So we believe that after we built it, we're going to ramp up and take over the entire market pretty fast.
And are the bus companies paying for your software, or are you just making money the 6.5% to 10% on the actual?
That's the current model, yes. So because we're B2C at the moment, we get commission. So when you go on our website, you buy a ticket from us.
Got it.
We take the commission on the back end. So the thing about bus market is it's a cheap, people want cheap
Yeah.
tickets. So you can't add a service fee on top of that. We take a cut on the back end with the direct partnerships with the bus companies. So it's the same price you pay at the bus terminal.
But since it's a B2C market,
Mhm.
you're only doing ones that actually are not in the black market, that actually have inventory systems.
Mhm.
So there is no problem. And then what happens with customer service if there is a problem?
So we, because we're partnered with a bus company, we have dedicated customer service lines with the bus company. So we deal with problems directly. So we have Skype capabilities for foreigners and also local numbers that people can call, and we take care of it on their end to help them.
How do you deal with the changing of the behavior for local people, meaning they're not used to buying bus tickets?
Yeah, no, that's a very difficult point at the moment. So in Colombia, an example would be less than 2% of all bus tickets are sold online, and I think it's probably south of 1%. So what we're trying to do is we're actually doing more an offline advertising strategy, billboards at bus terminals, talking to the hostels. They all love this. They're tired of asking, people come to them asking them every day, how do I get a bus? How do I do this? And they're sick of it. So they wanted to say, go to PanTrek.com, it'll take care of it. We talk to universities, language schools. So we feel that actually offline advertising is actually working a lot better than online, but we're also going to do the typical online channels, Google AdWords, Couchsurfing, forums, that kind of stuff.
So your team members have a variety of experiences. What single team member has the most relevant experience to what you're trying to accomplish, if you had to pick one? And the second part is, what is that experience?
Was there anything specific that you were talking, because you said you're a white
No,
spread
if you had to
team.
pick one on your team, say this is the guy because he knows this space.
I'm probably the person who knows the space the most, having backpacked through Latin America already and integrating with bus companies as well as doing focus groups in Mexico City. So I'm the best person for market knowledge. When it comes to technology, Juan Carlos Rodriguez, our CTO, senior software engineer, would be the best in that.
So it's from your personal experiences, not your professional.
Personal traveling around and now having talks with over 40 bus companies in Peru and Colombia.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.